Okay, Judy, we're working on getting to the ending of Amazing Grace with the harmonics, but I want to do chords to accent that. And it's a really good time, really, since you've got good tone now with playing them in different positions, that you learn to play them at the same time. So I use either my middle finger or my ring finger. Most of the time it's my ring finger. It's just fleshier. So when I'm putting this across three strings, the second, the third, and the fourth string. And the reason that's the case is, if you think about what those notes are, it's B, G, D. All three of those notes make up the G chord. Okay, so that means if you play them here, here, or here, it's still the 1, 3, and 5 of a chord that is moved up. It's movable. So that means this is a G chord on the 12th fret. This is a D chord on the 7th fret, and this is a high G chord on the 5th fret. Okay. So what we got here is we're going to play it with our fleshy part there of that ring finger. That's what I suggest, and lay it across second, third, and fourth strings only. If you kind of hit the other one, there's no big deal, but I want you to focus on getting the right touch there. And play with your right hand, P, I, and M, thumb, index, and middle, and pinch. Okay, and try and see if you're hearing all three notes. Do it a bunch of times, and then move on to the 7th fret, a little harder. You should hear a high note, middle note, and a low note. And then the last one will be the 5th fret, a little harder. This one's trickier. But you should hear a high, middle, and a low. Do that a bunch so you're getting a practice with the pinch. And then you're going to separate that. You're going to still put your finger down in the same spots, but your right hand's going to go from M and I together as a pinch to thumb. Okay, now this becomes easier if you've practiced the first one, P-I-M, over and over again. But it's pinching with the I and M, and hitting the thumb, I and M again, and then I and M again, thumb. Okay, and the last one is you lay your finger just as you did before, but you're going to grab with the thumb and the middle finger. So of those three strings, you're pinching the two outside strings, and then taking your index and hitting that G third string. Okay, so you're going P and M, followed by I. Okay, you'll probably hear a note or two that's goofy. It gives you a good chance to kind of look at it and see if you need to wiggle it around up or down or over a little bit, find that right spot. But you should be really staring at the harmonics, staring at the fret you're working on, so you can identify if something sounds goofy. I can tell this one isn't coming out good. But it's pretty close. It's a little harder. That 5th fret is harder. I like it. I don't worry too much about bouncing off the string or pulling it off to get a nice swell when I'm doing chords until I'm totally done. Like that. That way I'm not going. Because if you do that, you're going to interrupt the harmonic. That way all three are ringing afterwards. If you don't, and you pull it off and go back, it's going to stop those. Well, I said it would, but it didn't. It could stop those other strings. All right. So yeah, just do it that way. Just separate those three out, because in the last little part, we're going to end up doing something like this. That kind of thing, okay? I'm pretty much decided on how that's going to go, but that's going to be the ending of Amazing Grace. If you do all three of these, you'll be fine. All right, enjoy it. Bye.